Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to come on and do a reading. This is going to be like a you and them reading. I'm going to do it a little differently though. I'm going to do you first and then I'm going to do them. So if you're not resonating with the you part, then it means it's not your reading. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm filming this at night, like around midnight. So I don't normally film at night, but because of what's going on in my house, I have to. So you may hear my dogs. One of my dogs is like pacing around in the background right now. The first card I cut open to is masculine energy. So you could be feeling, this is about you, but it's clear that, you know, you've got this person on your mind. I didn't say this was going to be a twin flame reading, but I did grab a twin flame deck. So I'm not surprised this is the first card I'm cutting open to. Again, masculine energy, divine masculine energy. You've clearly got them on your mind. So let's see you. We're going to look at you and then we're going to look at them. We have temperance. So you could be trying to trust in divine timing. There could be things in your life that you're trying to balance and heal right now. There could have been like, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We'll see what else wants to come out, but it feels like you're trying to be patient when it comes to this masculine energy. And we have Cancer, the Chariot. Interesting. So you could be wanting, maybe you're trying to be patient about the speed of which this is going. You could be trying to move forward with certain aspects of your life. Maybe for some of you, you are trying to move forward from this, but we'll wait and see what happens here. So we're going to look at you. I saw transformation, so perhaps you're going through a bit of a transformation. We also have stepping stones here, the process of arrival, step-by-step, way out, how to keep on going, baby steps, progress, spiritual growth. That's amazing. I'm actually going to take that card. So it does feel like you're taking steps in the right direction, even if they are just baby steps. Even one step in the right direction, you know, baby steps. If you take one baby step each day, in a year, you'll have taken 365 steps, right? It also says, like I said, spiritual growth. So you could be going through some sort of spiritual growth or spiritual ascension. We have 17 here, so Aquarius energy could be symbolic, or January 7th or July 1st could be symbolic. But let's see what comes out for you. So like I said, I'm going to do a spread for you, and then I'm going to do a spread for your person. So show me the viewer, please, Spirit. Show me the viewer. Ooh, that one stuck to my ring. We have dolphins. Peace, harmony, helpful, effective communication. So you could be working on your communication, in tune with others, collaboration, joy. So it feels like you're trying to keep your spirits high, uplifted, positive. You could be spending time with your friends. This is 12, so that gives me hanged man energy. So you're trying to make... The meaning of hanged man energy in love is a pause in love. It's like a sacrifice. It's a pause in order for there to be growth and transformation. So it feels like you're trying to make the best of this separation is what I'm hearing. We have obstacles, obstacle, problem, distance, solitude, pride, block, cold, indifferent, barrier, interruption, delays, stubborn. So you could be dealing with someone who is quite stubborn and where there's been delays, and maybe it doesn't feel like you're making a lot of progress, but you are, baby steps. And then we have the Magician. So you could be trying to manifest this person back, and maybe there's been delays. For some of you, that could be getting to you. These delays, these blockages could be getting to you. On the top, we have geese, and we have on a quest. So the counterpart journey is definitely a journey, a long journey, can be frustrating. I can't get this lined up the way I want it. There we go. Okay, so let's keep going here. It could be that something you're manifesting, like I said, isn't coming in because perhaps you're dealing with someone quite stubborn. We have snowflake, perfect, delicate, coated, fragile pattern. So you could be working on your patterns right now. Handle carefully, crystalline, unique design, exquisite, detailed. And then we have firefly, illumination, chemistry, magical, self-discovery, soul spark, light codes, fire, creative spark, someone exceptional. So you could, I just heard you could be realizing that you are someone who is perfect and delicate and exceptional. And maybe it was because of this connection that you made that discovery about yourself. It could also be that you're dealing with, you know, I like the word magical here. So you could be experiencing magical things, even though you're in separation with this person. Like I said, the energy that I'm seeing here is someone who's making the most out of this separation. And I just heard the expression, when life gives you lemonade. Lemonade? No, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's what I feel like you're doing. I feel like you're making lemonade with your lemons. September 11th or November 9th could be symbolic. We also have, oh, look at this. We have mirroring. We have 1221 here. So you might want to look up 1221 in terms of twin flames. Do I want to get more? We have masculine energy on the bottom again. So for some of you, maybe you do have two people in your energy. That won't be for everyone because this is a different masculine energy card. That's it. Soul spark. Counterpart energy. I think I'm going to get another row of cards actually. So let's keep looking at you. So under stepping stones, we have broom, another 11. So we have 11 here. We have remove unwanted stuff. So this is you, remember. And we have spiritual growth, baby steps, progress. And what we're seeing under that energy is remove unwanted stuff, purging, a clean sweep, delete, total makeover, unavoidable, clean up, restoring harmony. So you could be cleaning up certain things in your life right now. Maybe you're trying to be healthier, eat healthier. Maybe you're getting rid of, it feels like you're getting rid of anything that no longer belongs. You could even be, this could be spilling into your, like your home life as well. Maybe you're purging things. Maybe you are organizing your space. Not holding on to, I just heard watering dead plants. So maybe, and I'm not talking about literal plants. Shout out to my plant. I never film at night. So usually when I'm filming this praying plant, the leaves are like on their way down during the day. And at night they're all up and fluffy and I love it. Not fluffy's not the right word, but anyway. So restoring harmony. And again, I'm hearing, you know, you're accepting what's within your control and releasing what's not within your control. All right, let's keep going. Underneath the dolphins, we have end of season, connected, adept, open-minded, wise, perfecting touch, editor, sees both sides, chameleon, deceptive, empathic, changeable. That's interesting. You could be dealing with someone who was deceptive or who was a chameleon. And maybe you're wondering, it says maybe more info is needed. So maybe you're, you know, it feels like you have empathy towards this person, even if they deceived you in some way. It feels like you're trying to see both sides of the situation, which is interesting coming in underneath that dolphin card because that one talks about harmony, helpful. So it's actually helping you that you're seeing both sides of the story. It can be really easy for us to get stuck in our own story and forget that we're dealing with someone who has their own story. This is a complicated journey, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's look under mountain and obstacle. We have detached, rest. So it feels, what this feels like to me, we have feminine energy on the bottom. So it feels like you're trying to not force these obstacles or not worry about these delays. It's like you're trying to let this be with this card right here. It says, let it be. Detached, rest, silence, contemplation, Yuletide, go within, hibernate, self-reflect, complete, holidays, celebration, think it over, the end. I mean, maybe for some of you, you're worrying that this is the end for you and this person, but the energy that I keep getting is you're making the most of this situation, and you're kind of respecting, not respecting, but kind of the delays here. You're not trying to push through the barriers. You're not trying to force it, is what I'm hearing. Let's look underneath Magician. So what are you manifesting here, my friend? For some of you, you could be trying to manifest something with your career, because on the bottom we have Milky Way, networking, marketing, internet fame, expand, spotlight, innumerable, social media, publicity, connected, exposure. So for some of you, you could be working on, I do channel a lot of light workers and a lot of divine feminines who are stepping into their purpose. So you could be trying to manifest your purpose, or you could be trying to manifest, maybe you're trying to manifest fame on the internet with your business or your light working, whatever it is, whether you're a writer, however you spread your light. I said in a reading the other day, light worker doesn't just have to be like what I do. Light working is sharing whatever lights you up with the world, because when you're doing what lights you up, and we have that firefly, when you're doing whatever lights you up, you kind of glow, you spread it outward, is what I'm hearing. Anyway, back to these cards. What are you manifesting? We do have Ladybug. A vibrant, abundant life, happy, comfort, leisure, wishes are coming true, good health, balance, birth of a daughter. So for some of you, you could even be manifesting having a child with this person, or manifesting having a child by yourself, I'm hearing. Like maybe, maybe you're concerned about your age and you're thinking, well, I'll just have a baby by myself. That's not going to be for all of you. But you're manifesting your wishes coming true when it comes to this connection. For some of you, you could be having dreams about having a child with this person. And there's a reader that I watch that says what she believes is when you have dreams of a child, that it's actually your like spirit baby, or it's a baby that's meant to be. And I know for some of you, you're like, I don't want a baby. I'm too old to have a baby. That specific message is not yours. All right, let's keep going. So we have Archer, careful aim, on target, focus, matchmaker, quick, direct, go-to guy or gal, shoot straight, precise, implement a strategy. So you could be trying to me, it seems like you're on target, or you're very focused on yourself. What's interesting is I was actually looking at that obstacle card when I shuffled that card out. With the combination of these, it feels like for some of you, you're really focused on your own patterns right now and implementing strategies on how to look at your patterns, heal your patterns. Let's get another one. So underneath Firefly, which I'll say it again is we have the star on the bottom. So underneath Firefly, which again, I'll mention it, illumination, chemistry, magical, self-discovery, soul spark, light codes, fire, creative spark, someone exceptional. We have things will unfold and expect the unexpected. So again, I think you're on the right track here because it seems to me like you're no longer pushing this. You're taking control of what you can take control of. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your manifestations. You're letting things unfold, which is you're expanding because of this. You're building strength. You're trying to remain positive, celebrating the light. So celebrating the good things in your life, even if you are in separation with this person, and then expect the unexpected. When you let things unfold naturally and you release control and you detach, which I'm seeing here with this row right here, magical things can happen. It can create a spark, which is coming in again underneath this Firefly card. And on the bottom, we have the star. So this says within 2 to 4 weeks during the winter from January 22nd to February 22nd, the star. So again, trying to keep hope alive, trying to trust in your wish fulfillment. The star is very healing as well, so working on your healing. So I'm going to get a different deck now just to see how else you're doing. Okay, so show me. You could be going through something legal right now. We have lawyers, court, paperwork. That also gives me the energy of justice. So trying to... knowing your worth, I'm hearing. Knowing that you deserve balance. We have wishful thinking. Second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. So wishful thinking, I think that that's been given a bad reputation. Like, oh, it's just wishful thinking, or oh, that's just wishful thinking. You know, like people almost have turned it into a negative thing when there's nothing wrong with having wishful thinking and having hope and positivity, which is in this line right here. And we have two-faced, so you could be dealing with, I said it over here, that you could be dealing with someone who was a chameleon, who was deceptive with you. Let's see if that comes back out. It can also be hard when your person has shown you those shadows to believe that they could change, depending on where you are in your journey. We have hopeless and healing. Okay. So for some of you, there's interesting energy on the bottom of the deck here. And when I grabbed this deck, I was seeing this salty card in my head when I grabbed this deck. So you could, there could be 3 different kinds of collectives here. One that's feeling, you know, still battling with a little bit of resentment and saltiness towards this person, especially if there was backstabbing. That can be hard for our egos, and we can hold on to that resentment. And then we have hopeless. So for some of you, maybe you are feeling hopeless about this connection. Even though you're trying to manifest, even though you're doing everything you should be doing, maybe nothing is materializing in the 3D and it's causing you to feel hopeless. And then we have healing. So whoever you are, you're definitely healing. But it feels like for some of you, you go back and forth between, you know, healing and feeling hopeless and wondering if you're just imagining this, or healing and feeling resentful. Take that as it resonates. Again, in some of these situations, it's completely normal to feel that anger and resentfulness. But the thing is we can't let it consume us. All right. And if you know, law of assumption, there's I'm still learning about it, but there's a reader that I follow that says if you're looking at this person in a resentful way, thinking about how I'm just thinking about the cards we saw. If you're looking at them like they are, if you're assuming that they're still deceptive and they're still a backstabber and you have all this resentment towards them, then you're kind of attracting that version of them back in, if that makes sense. Again, I'm still learning about it, so. All right, so let's see how you're doing. We're just going to get a few of these. So we're going to check your energy. So show me the viewer. Show me the viewer. We have burned bridges. I'm not surprised. Lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. So you could be feeling like this person burned a bridge with you, or they could have burned a bridge with you. But with that dolphin card, it feels like you are trying to see their side of the story. This is an interesting one. We also have love affair here. So for some of you, these two came out together. So this person could have, you know, had a love affair and cheated on you. It also could have been, it says secret down low. So maybe this person didn't want this connection to be public. And there's something about a bridge being burned between you and this person. I feel like they burned the bridge. This is an interesting one because I feel a lot in the main part about the fact that you still love this person and see a future with them and are manifesting, you know, your wishes coming true with them. And I feel like your wish would be for them to repair this bridge and earn back your trust and to have an open, like not an open relationship, but not a secret connection, like something that's committed. You know what I mean? You could be going through waves of emotion right now. Emotions, worry, fear, waves. So that's what I meant about the bottom of the deck energy, is that it feels like you get waves of resentment or waves of hopelessness or waves of fear. Even though you're focused on yourself, even though you're focused on doing what you can for this connection on your side. Ugh. So for your side, I don't think you're a narcissist, but we do have narcissistic energy coming out, which I really don't like that label. It's overused. But you could have been connected with someone who had those tendencies. And you need to keep in mind that just because someone has narcissistic tendencies doesn't make them a narcissist. And it also doesn't mean they're not capable of change. Now, I will say, if you're in an unhealthy situation with someone like that, the best thing you can do is to let go and to, you know, remove that person from your energy. And if they're meant to heal and change, they will. They'll come back. You should never stay in a situation like that. I just have to say that first and foremost is what I'm hearing. We have established, though. This is you, right? So you're, what was I hearing? You're establishing a strong foundation for yourself. You're becoming more secure, or you're working to becoming more secure. You could have just bought a car, or you could be thinking about buying a car. You're trying to be stable in your energy. You're trying to be secure in your energy. This person could have also taken away a bit of that security. Like if you're dealing with someone who is this chameleon, this deceptive energy, that can have an emotional effect on you and your own confidence and how you feel about yourself. And then we have glow up for you. So you're clearly going through some sort of glow up here. This is an interesting one. You could be having nightmares about this person. Whoops. So now we're going to look at this twin flame deck. We have shadow facing my dark side. This is you. So you are healing. You're facing your own shadows. And I always say when we face our shadows, when we heal our shadows, it just makes us stronger, or it makes us more full of light. So this person could have really triggered some of your shadows, is what I'm hearing. That's what I was hearing with that established card. You know, that red cars could be symbolic, but you could have felt quite confident. Maybe you didn't feel confident, but I feel like you felt okay when you met this person, but something about this connection could have kind of triggered some of your shadows, some of your insecurities. We have dreams of you. I just said you could be having nightmares of this person, but you could also be having dreams. Something that happens is we do process things in our dreams. So you could be having dreams about past experiences where this person like burned a bridge with you or was deceptive with you, in order to help you process it, because you're not with this person in the 3D. You could also be having just dreams about this person. Take it as it resonates. I forgot to mention though, I skipped over that glow up card. So clearly you're going through a glow up. I love that it landed on top of Firefly, because the Firefly is like a glowing energy. And it says new opportunities. So you could be, new opportunities could be coming your way, or you could be embracing new opportunities. We have new career. So maybe you are working on a new career, or you're thinking about starting your own business, successful business. So if you are thinking about a business or starting your own business or taking that leap of faith, you know, you will be successful, is what I'm hearing. And we have Dark Night, releasing my ego. That's you. So again, I was talking about our egos and about how that resentfulness and that type of energy comes from our ego. So you also the fear that you're delusional, the fear that you're just making this all up, that comes from your ego as well. So you could be going through a shedding of the ego. And when that happens, we're given a lot of tests to test our ego. Like sometimes the universe will, there's this, I don't know what deck it's from, but I'm seeing the Bridge. And it's a card about how the closer you get to your fulfillment, the closer you get to ascension, sometimes your guides will test you by letting you go. What deck is that from? I cannot think of what deck it's from, but there's a message from your guides in the guidebook on this, the bridge to happiness. And your guides say, we're going to let go of your hand now to see if you can make it across this bridge by yourself. So maybe your guides, because you're going through this shedding of an ego, maybe your guides are pulling back a little. Maybe they're not sending you as many signs and synchronicities to see how you handle it. Because sometimes when there's this funny meme that's like, I went 14 minutes without seeing a sign in synchronicity and I'm freaking out. So you could be, I think it's normal sometimes, like if we see a lack of signs and synchronicities, to start overthinking it. I really wish I knew what deck that's from. I think I do. I just gotta find it. I should just pause it while I look. But then I'll have to stitch the video together, which takes forever. Oh, where are you, deck? I might just grab a card from this deck for you since I'm looking at it. I think it's this deck. Cross the Bridge to Happiness, 114. So April 11th or November 4th could be symbolic. Cross the bridge to happiness. It is time to cross it and reap the rewards. Let go of your illusions, all of your constricting thoughts about happiness and prosperity that limit you and hold you back. So if you have, this is what I mean. If you have restricting thoughts and you don't think you can manifest this happiness, it can hold you back. The way across the bridge, and you do have burned bridges here. The way across the bridge is a path of meditation, and every step will be a step of gratitude. You have drawn this card because you were standing at such a bridge. The path you have traveled may have been difficult, and things might not have always been good, but your spiritual companions were there with you. They looked after you and guided you here, but now they withdraw a little. So for some of you, your guides could be withdrawing a little. An arduous path may lie behind you, or times that were not always rosy, but your spiritual companions were there. They have been looking after you and have guided you here. At this point, they are withdrawing a little. You have often been here before and yet have not acted wisely. So the bridge of happiness has simply dissolved and vanished into thin air. But now you have this card in your hands. It is an indication that no one can cross the bridge of happiness alone, since true happiness is a light that always resonates between at least two beings. You could be seeing dragons. Anyway, that's what I was hearing. I don't even remember why I was hearing that, but that's what I was hearing. So I can't remember if I cut this deck or not, so I'm going to cut it again. We have soul ties. I feel so connected to you. That's what this line was about with the firefly. So you feel connected to this person to the point where you can't really deny it. We have fairy tale. This feels like a dream. And I always say, what is fairy tale love? Because if you look at any fairy tale, there's obstacles, there's delays, there's interference, there's burned bridges, you know, it's not. Show me a fairy tale that's easy, like easy love. Show me one, please. Because any fairy tale that I think of, like let's take Romeo and Juliet, for example. Any fairy tale that comes to my mind, and sometimes those are Disney movies, it's never just person A and person B meet and they live happily ever after. My dog is snoring, if you hear that. All right. So show me the viewer, please, Spirit. We have psychic connection. I can feel you in my being. So clearly you feel a psychic connection with this person. Maybe you can feel their energy. Maybe when you were talking with this person, you would you would think about them and then all of a sudden they would text you. I can feel you in my being. We have waiting, hoping to hear from you. This is you, my friend. Remember, this is you. And we have signs on the bottom. And the fact that I mentioned, for some of you, maybe you're not seeing as many signs. And like I said, that bridge to happiness, it says hoping to hear from you in signs. So for some of you, you could be hoping to see signs and synchronicities about this person. And again, maybe you're going through some sort of test where your guides are letting go of your hand and seeing if you still trust in it when you're not being bombarded with signs. It's something that I've been through on my journey. My dog is definitely snoring. But that's also symbolic of hoping to hear from this person. You have beautiful cards. We have reflecting, owning bad habits. So you're owning your own bad habits here, whatever they are, whether it's, I see that you're looking at your patterns. I see that you're healing. You're removing things that no longer serve your highest good. So you're owning, remember I said you're doing what you can on your side. You're taking control of what you can take control of, and you're releasing control over what you can't. We also have coming clean. I still love you. And this is, just as someone who's been on this journey, I've been in that energy of resentment and like, oh, maybe my person's just a karmic, and oh, why did the universe send me this person if they were just going to hurt me? And oh, like just, you know, the anger, the resentment, the bitterness. I've been through all of it. This coming clean, I still love you, to me is saying something about, for some of you, you could have gone through a period where you tried to deny that this was your counterpart, or you tried to deny that this was, you know, something exceptional, this soul connection that you feel with this person. And it feels like right now you're coming clean with, you're being honest with yourself that you still love this person. And sometimes that's hard, like when someone's deceptive with us, or I'm just thinking about that energy we were seeing before, like burning the bridge, pushing us away. I could tell you some stories about my experience where my counterpart pushed me away and said like some really, anyway, we both said things we didn't mean. But you hit a point where this is the energy that I talk about, where it can be frustrating when someone is pushing you away and deceiving you and things like that. And then you're angry with them and you're resentful and you're like, that's just a karmic. I don't need that person in my life. I can, you know, I'm just going to move on without them. It can be very frustrating when the dust settles to still feel this love for them. So you could be, you know, coming clean with yourself after reflecting that you still love this person, even if they weren't so great to you in the past. And again, I'm not here to excuse bad behavior. I'm here to try and I'm here to try and help you understand this very complicated journey. Yeah, see, we have heartbreak on the bottom. I'm hurting. You're hurting. This person hurt you, but you still love them. You're coming clean with yourself that you still love them. All right, I'm just going to get 2 more. That's the 2. So we do have toxic masculine on the bottom. And remember, this is your energy. So toxic masculine would be distorted masculine energy. And distorted masculine energy, I've read it before, the book over there. I'll just leave it for today and I'll talk about it. But distorted masculine energy is like, distorted masculine energy is separation rather than togetherness. So focusing on the separation, I guess. Going around in circles, like cycles, going around in cycles. It's also about being overly concerned with time. So maybe you're someone who is, I don't know if you are though, because with this let it be and the obstacles, it's like you're trying to trust in divine timing. You're trying to allow for things to unfold naturally. But again, that distorted masculine energy is really living by that clock. So really being hyper aware of how much time is passing and worrying about how much time is passing. Also, distorted masculine energy can be not resting. So being too concerned with getting things done and ignoring the signs and signals from your body that you need to rest. We have games, not taking things seriously, and searching, seeking your other half. I don't think you were playing games here. I don't think you were playing games. I think that that's whoever you're connected to. And then we have searching, seeking your other half. So you could be, you know, you could be watching this person online. There is this weird, there is a message coming out with these 2 cards that came out together, and don't take it if it doesn't resonate. And I'm not saying that you're not taking things seriously or playing games. That's not what I'm saying. But it could be that you aren't, and again, this won't be for many of you, and I don't want to trigger the ones who this message is for. And if it's for you, you're going to feel triggered. But it could be that you're not taking this counterpart journey seriously. And what I mean by that is you could be someone who is saying things like, well, if they loved me, they, you know, if this was really my counterpart, they wouldn't do this to me. If this was really my counterpart, they would reach out. If this was really my counterpart, they would do this and this and this. And then this searching. So you could be not taking this counterpart journey seriously. And what I mean by that, again, I don't want to trigger you, but you could be not doing the work you need to do on yourself and looking for someone else to fill that void. And again, that's not going to be for all of you. That's not going to be for all of you. For some of you, this searching, seeking your other half has to do with this person you're connecting to in this reading. And, you know, you're wondering where they are. You're holding space for them, I'm hearing. But for some of you, I'm just hearing the people who like make comments like, I've decided this isn't my twin flame, and I'm gonna find someone who, you know, who I'm gonna find someone else. And what I'm seeing here is that, again, don't take this message if it's not yours. If you're feeling triggered, then it's your message. But this is the type of energy, the counterpart journey is about you. It's not about union. It's not about being with your person. It's about you and your journey to inner union with yourself. And with this searching, seeking your other half, you could be someone who, instead of doing the work and healing and looking at your shadows, which I don't think this is most of you, but this came out, so I have to mention it. Instead of doing the work and seeing this journey for what it is about you and staying focused on your healing journey, you could be like not doing that and searching for that within someone else. I guess I ran into it when I was doing personals last year, where I'd run into people who, you know, felt like someone else should be able to give them that love they've been looking for their entire life. And I tell them, no, that love that you've been looking for your entire life is within you. You just have to find it. You have to tap into it. And again, that's kind of what this journey is about. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that now. So I'm just going to get, what tarot deck do I want to use? You know what? Let's just stay with twin flame cards. So we're just going to have a look at you. I feel on the fence in this reading with who I'm channeling. Like, I feel like I'm channeling maybe a collective who's on the fence. I don't know. We have Four of Swords, healing, alone time, withdrawing from love. And we'll do one more shuffle. Justice, nice, nice. Soul contract, balance being restored. And sometimes, in order for balance to be restored, there needs to be a separation. Again, I'm going to do this again for your person. So if you're not resonating with any of this, then not your reading. We have King of Swords, truth, mental clarity, emotional detachment. This is you. I'm not saying that you're masculine. This isn't about gender. This is about energy, but you're trying to look at this logically, but you're emotionally detached from it, or emotionally detached from the outcome. And look, we have divine timing. Patience is needed. Surrender to the unknown. Whip it across the room. Again, you're trying to detach from this emotionally and let it be and focus on you. Patience needed, surrender to the unknown, and we have Star. So trying to, which is on the bottom here, so trying to remain optimistic, trying to heal, trying to keep a positive mindset while remaining emotionally detached. And again, we saw that emotions card. So sometimes you could feel emotionally detached, and like you could be looking at this clearly, like logically, this person burned a bridge. Logically, there was deception if there was. Logically, right now, this person isn't good for me right now. You know, you're looking at it logically. But at the same time, you're trusting that if it is meant to be, it'll come back in, and you're trying to keep a positive mindset that this person could heal. Sometimes we need to look at it logically. I'm hearing like taking off the rose-colored glasses. Sometimes we need to do that. We can't just stay in a bad situation blindly because we love someone, right? So it does look like you're trying to look at this logically, while still holding space for it. So let's see your energy. I'm just going to get a few cards for you. We have the Two of Cups, strong connection, mutual attraction, reunion. So I do feel like you want reunion with this person. And I feel for a lot of people who watch readings that talk about your person is healing, or that like the title is this person still loves you, and then they watch it and they make the comment, I don't want this person back. Part of you must, if you're watching the reading, part of you must deep down inside. And maybe you're just, you know, in denial about that. Anyway. But it does, like, you do feel a strong connection. Remember this card that talked about a strong connection. So you do feel a strong connection with this person, hoping for reunion. Two of Cups. We have Four of Cups, discontent, boredom, refusing offers, apathy. So for some of you, you could even be refusing offers from other people because you see this as someone exceptional. You see this as something one of a kind with that snowflake energy, and you're trying to manifest this person back in healed. You're trying to manifest that this person wants to build that bridge with you. But, you know, that Four of Cups shows you're not happy with the way things have turned out, or maybe you are losing patience a little. We have the Two of Pentacles, juggling, weighing up your options. So you can see it right here. You can see like this energy of feeling unhappy with the outcome here, feeling unhappy with the way things are going. And over here you have this energy of you still feel a strong connection with this person. You still want reunion, but you're not happy with the way things are going. And with this juggling, weighing options, you could be someone who goes back and forth between, should I continue on this journey or should I not? A lot of people, from what I see, base their commitment to the journey on what their person is doing. And that's not how you need to commit to this journey for you. And by committing to this journey, it doesn't mean you're committing to waiting for this person and never being with anyone else. That's not what it means. It means that you're committing to that healing journey, that self-growth, that self-discovery, focusing on yourself. Anyway, I can't remember where I was going with that, but you could be going back and forth between, with this Two of Pentacles, like back and forth with if you actually want this or if you actually feel like your person will ever come back. Again, a lot of people, myself included, I went through it too. Anytime I had a tower moment with my person or a separation, I would be like, this journey isn't for me. And I'd be like, why, universe? Why are you doing this to me? Why would you let this happen? And I'd think about throwing it all away and giving up everything. And again, in the end, you choose this journey for yourself. And a lot of people, what's the word I'm looking for? They let what their person is doing and the energy of their person dictate their own journey. Does that make sense? Like I've seen it. I've seen people say, well, my person will never change, so I'm not choosing this journey. Like, screw this journey. There could also be other things in your life where you're juggling. You know, maybe you're juggling your day job and your dream job. Maybe you're weighing up your options about where to live, those types of things. Like, it's not just all about this person. Let's get two more. Two more for you. We have Eight of Pentacles, putting in the work. So you are trying to put in the work. Again, this is an interesting reading because I feel like I've got a few different collectives within this reading. We have long wait. Oh my goodness. So again, remember the distorted masculine energy. So someone here, even if it's just one person, is very focused on how long this is taking and how long it will take. And my heart goes out to you because I remember when I started this journey and I would hear readers say, it'll be years. It'll be years. You'll be on this journey for years. And I was like 2 months in thinking, what the heck? Like, years? That's too long. And it's definitely something I went through on my own journey where I was worrying about the timing of things and how long things were taking. It says putting your life on hold, it's going to take a while. And I'm going to tell you right now that for some of you, oh my, this is a weird one, my friends. For some of you, this long wait, it is going to be a long wait if you're just waiting around for your person and you're not doing the work and you're just, again, there's like a very small amount of people here who are not, they're not seeing this journey for what it is, and they're just waiting for their person to come walking back in, and they're putting their life on hold. And if you put your life on hold, hi Pepper. My puppy Pepper, she's not a puppy. She came to say hello. She's a black and white doggy. If you are putting your life on hold and sitting around waiting for this person, it is going to be a long wait because that creates more resistance and blockages. But if you focus on your own journey and you keep moving forward and you do what you need to do, it helps break down those barriers. It helps the energy flow. It's really interesting because you have Expect the Unexpected as your last card here. And then for your last card here, we have Divine Intervention, No More Running. So it feels like divine intervention is about to come into play. And like I said, it almost feels like for some of you, it's time to just trust in this. It's time to cross that bridge and let go of your guide's hands and just trust in this and choose this journey for you. Again, if you are waiting for this person to just come waltzing back in and you're not doing the work, it is going to be a long wait. You know, I tell people when there's a separation, instead of thinking about it as a separation and thinking about, well, I wonder when I'm gonna, you know, I wonder how long it'll be before I talk to my person this time. Get busy living during that separation. Get busy working on you. Think about all the amazing things you can do before this person comes back in that maybe you couldn't do if they were in your life taking up all your time and energy. Anyway, divine intervention, no more running. So this is an interesting one, my friends. So I feel like for a lot of you, though, you are putting in the work. You're seeing this connection as worth the effort. And again, worth the effort isn't just about this person being worth the effort. It's you being worth the effort. You're worth the effort of this journey. You're worth the healing. You're worth putting the work into. 10 of Pentacles, because you're building a long-lasting union, a solid foundation. Let me just see how you're feeling about this person. How are you feeling about this person? So we do have children. So children could be affecting your connection in some way, or you could be, for some of you, I did mention that maybe you saw yourself having children with this person. Maybe you do have children. Maybe you've been having dreams about having a child with them. But we have Two of Wands for how you're feeling about them. Waiting, future planning, needing to choose a path. And that's exactly what I've been feeling. I feel like I've got some people sitting on the fence here. And I'm not judging you for sitting on the fence, but it's almost like the universe is telling you it's time to pick a side. It's time to get off the fence and commit one way or the other. Which is interesting because I'm thinking about mirroring, and you could be someone who was looking for commitment from this person, and you could have been like, just, you know, either commit to me or go away. And maybe they didn't want to commit to you. That's kind of what I'm hearing for you in this journey right now. Like, you need to choose whether you want this person and want this to be on this counterpart journey, or you don't. Again, it feels like I've got some fence sitters here, and I used to live on that fence. I understand. Like, I completely understand. The fence feels safer than to commit one way or another sometimes, or to completely close something off. It also, Two of Wands, let's just go to, like, for me, the traditional meaning for me as a reader of the Two of Wands is something about changing your approach. So for how you feel about this person, I feel like this person would need to change their approach if you were to be with them. Like, that's how you're feeling. Like, you wouldn't take them back if they were being deceptive and like that lack of trust. This person needs to change their approach, build that bridge, earn your trust back. Let's get one more. Or I mean, the children one was there. We also have on the bottom, wishing, replaying events, suffering in silence. So for some of you, you are still wishing for the wheel to turn in your favor here, Wheel of Fortune. You're still wishing that this person would come back. This replaying events, suffering in silence, you could be giving a lot of energy to past, like, bad memories is what I'm hearing. Like, you could be replaying bad events in your head about this connection and giving a lot of energy to, I'm going to say it, your ego. But anyway, let's just get another one for how you're feeling about them. We have cold as ice. This is how you feel about them. So for some of you, you are, you know, feeling maybe resentful and cold towards this person. I could see this also being how you feel they treated you. Inconsiderate behavior, giving you mixed signals. I can totally see that was how they were treating you. I can very much see that. And again, that can be confusing. And that's the time, if this person was being inconsiderate with you or mistreating you or giving you mixed signals, that is the time to put boundaries up, healthy boundaries, and say, this broom, this one right here, and to say, I need more consistent behavior or else this will never work. Like, if you're going to continue to be in my energy, I need you to be more considerate. I need you to be more consistent. And part of the divine feminine journey is learning how to put up those boundaries, because a lot of, not all of them, but a lot of divine feminines have like a fear of rejection or a fear of abandonment. And if they overgive and they fear that if they put up a boundary, their person is going to burn the bridge, right? Anyway, one more for how you're feeling about them. We have, what's the tea? So you want to know what's going on with your person. You want to know what's going on with them. I mean, you're watching this reading, right? You want to know what's going on with them. You could also be like, for some of you, maybe you have like been trying to see online what they're up to, or you've been asking, like, if you have mutual friends, maybe you're asking your friends about what's going on with them. This also, for how you're feeling about them, they could be asking about you. Like, maybe it's gotten back to you that they're asking about you. Spirit's telling me to get one more, because that's not really giving me what I want, Spirit. How is this person feeling about, no, how are you feeling about them? King of Swords, truth, mental clarity, emotional detachment. So we saw that in the beginning. I mentioned that in the beginning, and we have the Hierophant. So you feel this spiritual love with them. You feel this soul contract with them. But again, you're looking at this logically, where clearly this person did something to you where you needed to look at it logically and say that past version of this person is not meeting my needs and expectations or respecting me, for some of you. So that's what we have for you. So I'm just going to take these away now. And we're going to look at your person. And I just cut the deck and we have Ace of Swords, breakthrough moment. But I'll reshuffle all of these cards, but I wanted to use the same deck to see if the same cards are going to come out. So we have Devil energy on them. Low vibrational energy, which, you know, makes sense with these 3 cards right here. Oops, we got the 2 of Cups left behind. So I'm interested to see your person's energy. All right. Oh, I thought that wasn't recording. That would have been terrible. So on the first cut, we have deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family, manifest deepest desire, all in for what you love, reawaken lost hopes. Now remember, we're switching over to your person's energy now. So we're going to see what they're up to. What's the tea? We have the Hermit. Okay, well, Hermit. So reflecting, isolation, healing. We have Coffin on the bottom. This person could be going through endings in their life. This ending with you could have brought on a transformation with this Coffin card. Maybe they experienced a loss recently in their life as well. Doesn't have to be actual literal death, but a loss of something. For some of you, it could be literal. We have the waterfall, release tears, release of tears. And I just did a reading this evening where we had the tear come out for how they were feeling. And the tear talked about how, where is that? I need to read that now. Where did I put that book? Where did I put that book? Maybe we won't be reading it. I don't know how I lose things like that, but I do. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of my face, like everything I always lose. So as I'm starting your person's energy, as I'm getting into their energy, I'm starting to feel very warm, like very overheated, like I'm on fire, which is like Phoenix energy. The tear, 169. The tear. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their internal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that once acknowledged will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. It also says the tear is often what is needed in order for a conversation or a situation to break into the next level of intimacy or vulnerability. And that's what I was seeing with that emotional release. Your person is going through an emotional release. And if you think about mirroring, if you are emotionally detaching from this person, then they are feeling that. And it's causing them to have this emotional release. Emotions that maybe they were avoiding. I know this is a really long reading, but I just felt Spirit just told me to get one of these cards for you. So I'm just going to quickly, let's just remove this. I'll try not to take too long on your person's energy because I know this is already a very long reading. We have apocalypse, whatever that is. And we have the womb. So I just want to get a card for you before I get into your person's energy. I should have got one at the beginning. We have the flame. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Come on now. And that's, I believe that could be the card right before the tear. The flame. Oh my goodness. Not surprised. Where are you? It is. It's the card right before the tear. So the flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer, and remember the firefly. Health, mental clarity, good digestion. And I talked about how you could be trying to eat better. The flame at the center of the abdomen is, and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and that sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten, and to protect the flame, no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. So anyway, for some of you, remember I was feeling like you're sitting on the fence. That flame is flickering. And Spirit's saying the time is now. Like, decide whether you want to protect that flame at all costs against the wind and the ego and the fear and the doubt. Also something about reigniting your soul spark or reigniting. I'm just thinking of that firefly card. Finding what lights your soul on fire. Maybe that's what you should be focusing on, like I was talking about light workers. Anyway, that's your card. Very interesting, my friend. So yeah. The flame. How funny. Not funny, haha. We have metamorphosis. Interesting. I'm excited to see what your person's going through, if I'm being honest. Let's see what your person is up to. Nothing. We have developing over time. That gives me Emperor energy. Developing over time. Flavor, family legacy, the good stuff, finesse, alchemy, transformed, ripening, age as well. Number 4. So that's interesting. Your person is developing over time. And maybe it's taken a long time, I'm hearing. So Spirit, let's see their person's energy. We have centered, meditate, integrate opposing forces, flow, feeling complete, awareness, just right, equality, well-being. And we have, this is King of Swords energy. How interesting. May 30th could be symbolic. King of Swords. So it's like the two of you are mirroring right now. We have established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, retired. So your person is maturing. They are stabilizing in their own energy. They are becoming more centered. They're developing over time. And we have the geese on a quest. Didn't you get this card too? Not in, it didn't come out, but it was like on the bottom of the deck, or it was when I was shuffling. I remember on a quest, and I talked about the journey. Yes. On a quest, migration, relocation. So for some of you, your person is relocating. Dependable, know where you're going, leaves no one behind, cyclical, faithful. So no one gets left behind is what I'm hearing. Black Hawk Down could be symbolic. I'm sure that's said in more movies than Black Hawk Down, but that's what I was thinking of. This is good. This is good. And maybe you just had to let this simmer. Like maybe you just had to let this person bake in the oven. Show me this person's energy. Show me this person's energy. Look at this. Mirroring, broom, remove unwanted stuff, purging, a clean sweep, delete, total makeover, unavoidable, cleanup, restoring harmony. That is magical. And we've got that. Was it this reading that I mentioned 1411, or I started mentioning the ones and the fours? Anyway, we have movement, messenger. And remember, at the end of your energy, we had expect the unexpected and we had divine intervention. It's time. So again, for some of you, if you think about how mirroring works, if you are going back and forth with whether you believe in this journey or back and forth with whether you want this person, mirroring, this person might, you know, be experiencing something similar. And once you choose this journey and you choose a side, it could create a breakthrough in your person's energy is what I'm hearing. And we have the loons, which came out for you. We have deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family, manifest deepest desire. No, we didn't have that for you. We had that in the shuffle for them. Reawaken lost hopes. That's beautiful. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, my friends. We have 1-1. We have 11-11 here. If you break this down, we have 1-1-1-1. So 11-11. And look, it's 1-1-1 on the timer. That's interesting. And we'll get one more for that top row. We have feminine energy. So isn't that magic? Because you had masculine energy on your mind, right? And I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about like masculine and feminine energy. You had the masculine energy on your mind, and they have your feminine energy on their mind, which is just, I love this. I love this. And again, maybe the doubt you're feeling right now and the fear is you're being tested. Your ego is being tested. On the bottom, we have magnetic desire. Anyway, longing, desire, gravity, magnetic attraction, charm, je ne sais quoi, seduction, yearning, field of influence. That's very magical. And dolphin. So I don't even know if you can see that card underneath that plant. It's so fluffy today. It's so fluffy. Let's get you one for underneath that. So show me your person's energy underneath balance. So underneath balance, we have sudden, unexpected, accident, cut, release, harvest, liberate, shock, ripping off the band-aid, surprise, a reckoning. So it feels like something was removed from this person's life, possibly you, in order, maybe a karmic situation, maybe, you know, there was something unhealthy in their life, divine intervention. It feels like it was removed to bring them more into balance, because that's coming in right underneath that balance card. Very nice. I like it. Under that King of Swords card, what do we have? We have anchor. So there's a lot about stability in your person's energy. Which I was seeing in your energy. So again, there's mirroring here. There's definitely mirroring here. Stable, enduring, solid, steady, restrained, secure, persevere, willpower, long-lasting, persists, advantage, fortitude. That's really nice energy, my friend. And again, there's this energy that this has developed over time. One of my dogs gave up on me and went to bed. The other one is still here at my feet, hoping that I'll go to bed. So let's look at geese. So that wanted to come out underneath geese, the snowflake, which came out for you. We have, wait, things will unfold, which you had that card too. This is magical. So this is someone who knows where they're going, but they're like letting things unfold naturally. So they're not forcing it either. Major opportunities, celebrating the light, warmth, growth, bold, relaxation, enjoyment, expansion, positivity, building strength. That's amazing. Beautiful. So give this time. Let things unfold. This is showing you that. Underneath, well, this came out first. This came out first. We have Gaia, Mother Earth, underneath the broom. Remove unwanted stuff. Purging, restoring harmony. We have inner identity. So your person is doing a purging and a clean sweep on their inner identity, on their inner world. Which makes me think this person is working through their shadows. And I think it's interesting how I gave the example that yours could be in your physical world, because that's something that I experienced in my journey, is that my outer world was mirroring my counterpart's inner world. So like if my person was going through inner conflict and inner tower moments, I was going through it in my outer world. Anyway, that's interesting. Grounded, purpose, experiencing duality, inner versus outer worlds. Axes, how do you say that? Polar opposites, fertility, practicality, center of everything, balance, satisfying. So whatever they're removing here, whatever was removed over here, and whatever they're working on removing is creating more balance. And again, this is this is developing over time. This has taken time. But I feel like this remove unwanted stuff, purging, clean sweep, delete, total makeover, unavoidable cleanup, restoring harmony is inner. Well, this says inner and outer, but I think for your person, it has more to do with their inner world. Underneath messenger, we have the bouquet. So for some of you, maybe this person is going to like send you flowers or send you a message. We have, I don't even think I read all that. We have messenger, movement. This is their energy. Travel, news, visitor, delivery, goals, green light, progress, full speed ahead. And we have bouquet, happy, harmony, beauty, creativity, a gift, art, reconciliation, expressive, gratitude, appreciation, openness, love, and warmth. And I feel like this person is going to come riding into your life unexpectedly. Expect the unexpected, and they're going to be showing appreciation for you, and they're going to be approaching you very differently. I just keep thinking about that expect the unexpected card. And remember the twin flame deck, divine intervention, no more running. So it's time for you. It's time for you to make a decision about this, is what I'm feeling. Like, stop. Something that I did on my journey was like, I was almost like waiting for validation. I was almost like waiting. Well, I'll just wait and see before I fully commit to the twin flame journey. I'll just wait and see what happens. I'll just wait and see if my person comes back. You kind of have to make that decision again, not based on what your person is doing. You have to make that decision for you. And maybe when you do, it, frees up it clears some blockages or whatever here. Anyway, beautiful. Green light. So this person is being given the green light to come towards you. I want to say in the future, because this is like near the end of this spread. So for me as a reader, I always see like a progression from past, present, future. So I want to say in the future, this person this is like current energy right here, this. And in the future, they're being given the green light to come towards you. And maybe that's why your guides are pulling back a little because they want to see, do you still believe in it when we're not holding your hand and like spoon feeding you synchronicities is what I'm hearing. Let's keep going. Loons, uncommon bonds. Yes. Oh, this is beautiful. Underneath, and I feel like for some of you, you're so confused right now. Underneath, just remember the mirroring. So if you're sending out that mixed signal into the universe that you're confused, your person will mirror that. Underneath loons, deeply committed, we have love. Love, desire, joy, bliss, affection, fulfillment, kindness, forgiveness, romance, contentment, passionate, caring. So this person does feel like, you know, what they share with you is very uncommon. It's not something they felt before. They know they love you. They're all in for what they love. Reawaken lost hopes. I feel like this person is about to reawaken your lost hopes or whatever the proper... I'm having a hard time because it's late at night, I guess, even though I had a nap before I did these. Again, I can't work during the day, so this was my... this is all I could do this week is to work at night. I tried to do a reading in my van and I just couldn't relax enough to channel, so... yeah, let's look under feminine energy. Developing over time. So maybe for some of you, and I'm hearing ego right away, maybe for some of you, like this person needed time for this to develop. Maybe they didn't see what this was right away, or maybe they ran from it, or maybe they didn't, you know, see what an uncommon, beautiful connection this was. Maybe that developed over time, you know. I'm hearing slow burner. And that is something that happens right away. I was hearing somebody's ego, like they should have known that I was perfect right from the get-go, or if they really loved me, they would have seen my worth right away. And that doesn't apply to counterpart connections, because like I said it in a reading I did earlier, I tried to push my counterpart away. So those types of things, that's your ego. Anyway, this person, their feelings for you have definitely developed over time. And this also could be the fact that they're looking at you as developing and growing over time. Like maybe they've seen you change and evolve on this journey. All right, so let's get into this deck. What's their vibe? Let's look at their vibe right now. We have smell the roses, slow down, take some you time, get out in nature. So this person really is slowing down to think about this, to do the healing they need to do. We have distance, separation. So they're feeling the distance between you. We have legal. You had legal as well. One more. Trapped. Unforgiveness. So for some of you, this person did burn a bridge with you, and they're, you know, they're feeling like you won't forgive them. I don't know why, but I'm hearing that this person could have shown you the shadiest parts of themselves. We have intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. So this person wanting intimacy with you, wanting to be close with you. It's funny because, again, the energy that I was getting from some of you was that you're just not sure if this person is even thinking about you. All right, so show me this person's energy. I feel like I got an extra row for them, or am I imagining that? Show me this person's energy, please, Spirit. We have what's the tea? Oh my gosh. That's so funny because when I said, how are you feeling about them? We had what's the tea in a different deck. So listen, somebody here is trying to find out about the other. I don't know how that's resonating with you. Either you've been asking about this person and they found out about it, or they know you're watching them, or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. That's interesting. Sipping the tea. I just laugh at the mirroring. We have healing. Yes. Yes. So your person is healing. And remember I said I saw healing, hopeless, and that resentment card. So there is mirroring here. Just remember the power of mirroring. If you're feeling resentful, that's the energy that's mirroring back at you from this person. If you're healing, they'll mirror back healing to you. Does that make sense? If you're feeling hopeless, they'll feel hopeless. We have karmics on the bottom, so this person could be, you know, for some of you, if there was third-party interference, they're healing that third-party interference. But healing, love it. Show me more. Show me this person's energy, please, Spirit. We have blocked. So for some of you, you've blocked this person or they've blocked you. And again, I mentioned it earlier. If this person blocked you, blocking someone comes from a very triggered place. You don't block someone because you don't care about them, okay? You block someone because you're triggered. So for some of you, you have this person blocked or they blocked you. We have boundaries. So for some of you, maybe you put up a boundary with this person because looking at your energy, I feel like this person, I feel like they could have been mistreating you. And again, maybe I was seeing that King of Swords. Maybe you had to look at this logically and say, maybe you needed to put up a boundary with this person. I even spoke to you about boundaries. So they're feeling like there's a boundary in place here because of how they showed up in the past. But then we have harmony, balance, peace, happiness. So they are balancing their energy. And I feel like if this person does have you blocked, they're going to be unblocking you. Because someone, again, who's centered and at peace doesn't hit that block button, if that makes sense. Again, I blocked my counterpart back in the day. And then once I was in a more centered, and he blocked me too. And then it didn't happen at the same time. But there were many occasions where I was feeling so triggered that I just blocked him so that he had no way of communicating with me. I took that power away, right? Again, came from a very triggered place. And then when I was feeling more centered and balanced, I unblocked him. I didn't say anything. I would just unblock him. And he went through the same thing with me. I can remember once, if you want a story, I can remember once him sending me a message about how sorry he was and about how much he missed me and that what he felt for me. And then I remember opening up that message the next morning and seeing that I was blocked. And it was like, what the, what? You just said that and now I'm blocked? And then, of course, a few weeks later or a few months later, however long it took, I can't remember. At the time, it felt like an eternity. But he said, I was feeling too overwhelmed and triggered. But anyway, it happens. One more card. We have time, delay. So listen, remember on your side, you had the delays and you're trying not to let that get to you, that there's been delays. Here it is. It says your person has experienced delays when it comes to coming back to you. Delay, procrastination, too busy. So for some of you, they put it off. For some of you, what does this card say? For some of you, maybe they got distracted with other things. There were delays. The name Michael could be symbolic, or the initials MK or KM. And this is, what does that say? Is that, I can tell time. That says 414. 414. Emperor and Temperance. And the date on there says 3, which is Empress energy. So it's like Empress, Emperor, Temperance energy, which is balancing of divine feminine, divine masculine energies. So maybe this person had a hard time. Maybe the delay was that they couldn't balance their divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Maybe some of the delay is that you two were having a hard time like balancing your own energies, is what I'm hearing. And look, we have narcissist on the bottom. So maybe that has to do with some of those delays, is that this person had to remove some of those narcissistic tendencies. They need to purge and realize and become more self-aware about some of those narcissistic tendencies. All right. Again, we had devil energy, low vibrational. There's that runner, the running. So we have overthinking, trapped in the mind, your person. We have mistakes, regretting things from the past. This is your person's energy. We have reunited, coming back together. So this person clearly sees reconciliation with you. And I will say, if you're ready to give up this journey and you're ready to move on with your life, do it. Like if that's the way you're feeling, maybe that is a sign that you haven't actually been, you know, moving forward as much as you thought you were. Something was still keeping you stuck, is what I'm hearing. We have future plans, long-term commitment. So this person is thinking about the future with you. This doesn't have to do with like, I do feel like your person is thinking about their future plans, but it includes you. We have toxic masculine for them too. So they could be, they could be still in a bit of distorted masculine energy as well. All right, so let's look at your person's energy. We have the runner, running from intense connection. And think about it. If you could be someone who's thinking about running from this connection yourself. Mirroring. Like if you're wanting to run away from this intense connection, you're wanting to give it up, you're questioning it, you're wondering if you're delusional, you're thinking about, you know, not choosing it, runner energy. But I will say, you don't have to choose this journey. As much as I talk about choosing it, I also support the people who don't choose it. We have repairing, making amends. So this person wanting to make amends with you. And look at this. We have decisions, deciding what's next. So it's like this person is trying to decide, do I keep running or do I come back in and repair this? Because their feelings for you have been developing over time. We have gossip. What's the tea? Are you kidding me? Gossip. And we have self-worth, focusing on self-love. So this is amazing. This is amazing. On the bottom, we have a heart on lock, emotionally unavailable. So right now, this person is very focused on self and stabilizing in their own energy, focusing on their self-love, which I feel like you have been doing as well. I feel like I was picking up on a lot of people who are being tested, but I felt like I still had that collective in there who believe in this journey and are very focused on self. So I don't want to like take that away from you if that's you, but it's good that this person is focused on self-love, because someone who doesn't have self-love or self-worth acts in like that lower vibrational energy, acts in, oh, my dog is oh, no, my dog is just repositioning herself. They operate from a place of fear and a place of ego. So two more. Oh, listen, there's something about this. Now she's given up on me and gone to bed. So maybe like, I don't know, maybe you're ready to give up on this person. I don't know. So look at this. We have, for them, inner child, childhood wounds. I love to see this because it shows me that this is someone who's reflecting on their childhood wounds. They're maybe reflecting on some of their own patterns and the way that, you know, we saw that narcissist card. So maybe this is someone who's starting to realize that their parent had narcissistic tendencies, and maybe they're starting to see that within their parent and realize, wait a minute, I act like that too. And look at what came out for them. That's so weird. Because those were the last two cards to come out for you, and they came out together. They came out together for this person as well. So this person, because of inner childhood wounding, maybe you felt like they were playing mind games with you. Maybe they weren't taking this connection seriously. Searching, seeking your other half. So everything I said for you, apply it to your person when I talked about these two cards. I don't feel like I need to repeat myself on that. And this has already been an insanely long reading. So let's get their Page of Swords. So I was going to say with this seeking your other half, this person could be watching you. We have the Page of Swords there. Spying. All right, so let's see what your person is up to. Hiding feelings. So, you know, feeling a lot for you, but not coming forward with that. It says fear of being vulnerable. So fear of being vulnerable with you. We have Five of Wands, didn't want to stay there apparently. We have death, endings, transition, which means transformation, my friend. And we have the Queen of Swords, boundaries. Interesting. So they could be trying to figure out how to transition past these boundaries that are now in place, or how to, I keep hearing build that bridge back. So we have 10 of Swords, painful ending, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. So for some of them, this painful ending could have to do with you. It could have to do with something else in their life. And it doesn't have to mean they were in another connection. It means they went through some sort of ending in their life that was meant to teach them a lesson. All right, so let's see. Or an ego death. 10 of Swords, ego death, dissolving of the ego. So let's just look at your person's energy. I don't know if I want to take all those. I mean, it's only 3. We'll take them. We have forbidden, friends and family don't approve, or differences. And in your energy, we had that type of, I felt that type of energy with that secret card. So like maybe this person's friends and family didn't approve of this connection, or maybe you had a lot of differences. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So this person, period of stability. So they're working on their own stability right now, which again, you want to see. If you're hearing me talk about your person working on themselves, learning how to love themselves, creating a stronger foundation for themselves, and you're feeling resentment, that's showing something unhealed within you, because you shouldn't be feeling, that's ego, right? If this person hurt you and you're feeling resentful because now they're focusing on their self-worth, and they're going through this period of stability and you're feeling angry and resentful about that, that's something unhealed within you is what I'm hearing. We have 8 of Swords, helplessness, feeling trapped. So it feels like this person feels like they can't come towards you right now for whatever reason with that 8 of Swords. Lovers on the bottom, attraction, twin flame connection. So it's like they want to come towards you, but they can't. Again, take it from someone who's spoken to like my counterpart about this kind of stuff. Like there were times where, you know, he felt this and wanted to come towards me, but couldn't. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's look at your person's energy. So something could be keeping them stuck here. That could be a marriage. That could be addictions. That could be trauma that's keeping them stuck. Remember, we're looking at their energy, not how they feel necessarily, but their energy. We have Page of Swords, spying. So it's like they're keeping an eye on you. Look at this, Queen of Swords, boundaries. Queen of Swords came out first. And I was saying something is keeping them stuck when that came out. So for some of you, I feel like this person did cross some sort of line with you, and now there's a boundary there that they're trying to figure out how to come back over. Again, I feel like this person burned a bridge with you and now is trying to figure out, how do I come back across that bridge? And I think it's interesting that you had the energy of the bridge, but for a different reason. I brought up that whole thing about how your guides are letting go of your hand right now so that you can cross that bridge by yourself. It's like your person burned a bridge and they're trying to figure out how to cross that bridge. Ace of Swords on the bottom, breakthrough, clarity, honesty. So they are having a breakthrough moment about you. So let's see how they're feeling about you. We have Page of Cups, happy surprises, love visitor, a message. So this is someone who wants to reach out to you. This is someone who has a new perspective of you with the Page of Cups for how they're feeling. Interesting. We have the Knight of Cups. Romantic proposals, love is arriving. That's how they're, oh my goodness, that's how they're feeling about you. And we have the Empress, divine feminine vibration of love. So they are feeling, their heart, their intuition is telling them to come towards you. And again, just, I'm thinking back to your lines where you had expect the unexpected and divine intervention at the end. So love is arriving. This person is on their way. I'm hearing the messenger. They're on their way. And now I'm hearing that song, I'm on my way. Anyway, there's two songs I'm hearing. One of them is, I don't know who it's by. I'm on my way from misery to happiness. That one. I'm on my way from misery to happiness. That's like a message from your person. And then the other one I'm hearing is actually from Brother Bear. Brother Bear. Tell everybody that I'm on my way. So there's something about this person being on their way to you. And again, we have the Empress for how they're feeling about you. And look, we have what's the tea. So there's definitely somebody's trying to figure out something about somebody. I don't know if it's both of you or one of you, but what's the tea keeps coming out. So let's just look at their intentions while we're here. I didn't look at yours, but let's look at their intentions. We have the King of Pentacles, taking things seriously. So their intentions are to take this seriously and to invest in this connection. Interesting. We also have Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. So it feels like this person's intentions are to come towards you very stable and improved. So maybe this person is waiting until they feel that way before they come in. Let's see what action they're going to take. Knight of Swords. Sudden action, arrival, being swept off your feet for action. King of Swords. Mirroring. Air signs, very heavy. I didn't mention signs. I apologize. I got distracted by the reading. But usually all the signs are here. But I'm seeing a progression from Page to Knight to King, which is amazing. So anyway, further action, sudden action, arrival, being swept off your feet. So they're going to come in quite suddenly. Again, expect the unexpected. And they're going to come in with truth and clarity. Let's confirm this action. We have the Three of Swords in reverse and Temperance, patience, harmony, perfect balance of love. And Three of Swords in reverse is an apology. It's asking for forgiveness. It's wanting to make amends. It's about reconciliation. And Temperance, for some of you, I'm hearing this person has changed their priorities. And now I'm hearing that line again. I'm on my way from misery to happiness. So they're choosing happiness over misery is what I'm hearing. All right, so let's just get one card for them from this deck. Since I did one for you, let's just look at their energy. I need to shuffle it again. Look, we have the desert. Look at that hand reaching out. So show me this person's energy, please, Spirit. And then I really have to end this reading because this might be, it won't be the longest reading I've ever done, but it's very long. We have Starborn. Look at that egg hatching. Something is hatching. Something's coming. This is also Empress Energy 3. So, something is incubating is what I'm hearing. Is that even how you pronounce that? I don't even know. Let's look at your person's energy, please, Spirit. That came out very quickly. We have the Village. And the Bridge. Are you kidding me? Come on now. That's freaking magical. You had the Flame. Oh my gosh, we have the Thread. Oh, red thread. Red thread. The Shining could be symbolic. I just heard red rum when I said red thread. What's the guy's name in that? Is that the movie where he's like, here's Johnny? Maybe your person's name is John or Johnny. Take it as it resonates. I hear things. So let's look at the table of contents. So their current energy, the Village, 145. The Village, the hometown, the family, the tribe. Intimate, rooted, intergenerational. When dark, small-minded, gossipy, trapped, restricted. This is interesting. I don't know how you're going to take this. But it talks about a place that feels like home, a place you can always go back to. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. And it feels like for some of you, this has to do with separation with you. Like, even though you felt like home, or they had this like soul spark with you, this familiarity, if I'm even saying that right, they still had to separate from you in order to grow. This also talks about an unspoken boundary exists. This card, I'm not even lying, an unspoken boundary exists. So let me just read it to you. The Village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. I feel like that's you. Not you like you're that energy, but that's how they feel about you. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. Around the Village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the Village is present anytime we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its parameters will never satiate, I don't know that word, our thirst for life. Thank the Village for all it has provided, knowing that you will someday return. So that Village could be you. For some of you, maybe your person is married. And then we have the Bridge, which I think is so freaking magical because I kept hearing a bridge. 139. The connection, the link, the gate. When in light, acceptance, magic, communication. And one of your cards said magic on it. I can't remember which one. It might have been the Firefly. When dark, lacking boundaries, forcing connection. And there's something, this bridge energy is interesting in this reading. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, and personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. This is your person's energy. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our lives, relationships, histories. Remember that a bridge cannot be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. And I feel like this person burned the bridge and now they need to build it back, is what I keep hearing. And then I just want to look at the thread, and then I'll let you go. The thread. Why can't I find the thread? 205. February 5th, May 2nd could be symbolic. Stop. The thread, the path, the vein, the circuit. The circuit of meaning within chaos. So this person could be holding on to you throughout this chaos. Like maybe as their world collapses around them, they still hold on to you energetically. So this is them. Life is a tangle. So much happens simultaneously in whatever that word is, leaving us grappling for meaning and direction in a network of distractions. When we connect to the energy of the thread, however, we strike the deepest vein in the body. Our whole being responds to its tug. Meaning is pumped through our bloodstream. Our mind and spirits are lifted. We remember who we are and what we came into this world to do. Lion King could be symbolic. Though this happens on the most profound level, it could be the simplest incident that activates the thread. A song, an image, a conversation heard in passing. No matter how confusing and multi-layered our modern life becomes, if we are connected to the thread, we are free. Being tethered to it is the only anchor our heart requires. And I often talk about the red thread. Anyway. So my friends, that is your reading. I am going to leave it here because that was very long. But I am sending you so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, wait. You know what I just want to do? I hope you guys didn't click off there. Just as I went to hit stop, my guides were like, what about getting a card from that deck? This one, the one that I pulled out. We have rise above the dark days of life. So you could be experiencing some dark days. Your person could be experiencing some dark days. We have the tree of wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. And we have the courage to be free. So have the courage to, release the outcome here is what I'm hearing. Have the courage to let things unfold naturally and choose yourself. Doesn't mean you are not choosing this person. You are unique. Be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. I love that. All right, so what do you need to hear, my friend? What do you need to hear? We have a partnership for the new age. It is time to welcome it. Okay. We also have follow the path of your soul. Do not allow anyone or anything to stop you, including this person, because this is your path to your soul, to your higher self. And by letting this person win, even though that's like toxic masculine energy, that there's winners and losers, that's distorted masculine energy. But by letting this person push you off your path and maybe deny that you're a twin flame, or maybe, you throw this journey away because your person wasn't showing up in the way that you wanted them to, they are pushing you off of your path, because choosing yourself is the path. Does that make sense? And it says, it is time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. So if there's some decisions you need to make, think about how mirroring works. You've got your person ready to make a decision. We saw it in the cards. And if there's things in your life that you're putting off making decisions about, think about how mirroring works, okay? So to support your person making a decision about you, you can make decisions about those things in your life. Anyway. Phoenix energy, love it. Phoenix energy. Everything within you is calling out for change, as is your soul. New momentum is in the air and a new path awaits. Change occurs through change. This may be your person's energy. I don't know. Break down any rigid structures that can restrict you and hold you back. Begin with changes that are easy for you, such as cleaning house, the broom, or throwing out old things you no longer need. Ask the hairdresser for a different cut, or buy yourself something new to wear. Do something daring, something crazy, something you've always wanted to do. Then find some like-minded people to share it. Change is more fun if you enjoy it with others who also want to alter something in their lives. Talking about it will give you further, I don't know what that word is, and strength. Now is the time, wait no longer. This life is too beautiful to be wasted with avoidance tactics and putting things off. Again, I feel like maybe you're dealing with an avoidant. And how you can help this person is by not avoiding things in your life. Begin with simple things and the bigger issues will change by themselves. The key is to not give up. Change something every day and you will see how wonderful things can happen. You are standing on the threshold of the gate of light. If, by embracing change, you manage to pass through this gate, it will herald the start of a whole new understanding of yourself. Be ready to face everything you find difficult to change, all the dark habits that are like pitfalls ready to trip you up on your soul path. You hold in your hand the great opportunity with this card. Free yourself from self-imposed constraints, and you will realize that many things are not what they seem. So free yourself from self-limiting beliefs, my friend. And we have follow the path of your soul. Now is the time to follow the path of your soul. Do not let why can't I read? Do not let negative vibrations in the outside world distract you. All of your spiritual helpers will now receive very powerful support from the divine source of all being in order to better guide you with speed and purpose towards happiness and fulfillment. Place the stag, a fellow subtle traveler, at the head of all your energetic companions and follow it. The whole universe supports you and sends you the divine light of clarity and an unwavering determination. Do not squander this great moment being gifted to you. Open all of your senses and chakras and allow everything that is now flowing to you to flow through you. You are at the threshold of a path. So 2 cards about a threshold of a path, okay? That will take you to higher dimensions and expanded consciousness. Make use of every opportunity that now presents itself to follow the paths of your soul and mastery. For you, this means never passing judgment again. From this moment on, be glad and be grateful and prepare yourself with meditation and by following a light diet. Keep the stag beside you at all times. Observe it. It will bring you wise advice and will guide you to a worldly or spiritual teacher. Both are good. It is now more important than ever not to let anything throw you off balance, off your center. And your ego will throw you off balance. Other people's opinions will throw you off balance. Worrying too much about what this person is doing will throw you off your balance. Or like worrying too much about what they're showing you in the 3D is what I'm hearing. And then we have a partnership for the new age. It's time to embrace it. Number 3, Empress energy. A new age partnership is like a mirror that reflects every aspect of us, helping us to negotiate a path of self-awareness. In this partnership, we feel as though we can fly. It gives us the strength to believe that anything is possible, that we can grow and be a mutual support to each other. It teaches us that everyone and everything is unique and divine. This partnership begins where desire for the other person ceases, replaced by a tender merging where possession and control give way to letting go and freedom. Are you ready for this? You have drawn this card because your soul path is touching that of another person. The two of you now have the opportunity to combine and merge your paths for a time that will be mutually enriching. Alternatively, you are already in a partnership that is now demonstrating the required maturity and necessary willingness to reveal itself as a partnership worthy of the new world. I have chills right now. I have straight up chills. Examine yourself and do whatever is necessary in order to live in and enjoy such a partnership. Only those who give to their partner everything that they would like for themselves can receive the same in return. Your partnership will be a mirror for all of the partnerships of the new world that will emerge in the future. However, this card is also telling you that now is the time for action. And I'm not talking about reaching out to this person. That's not what I'm talking about. Remember how I said divine intervention, no more running. It's time to get off the fence. It's time to pick a side. Like, it's time to, you either believe in it or you don't. You're allowing space for it while moving forward, or you're not. Now is the time for that action. To get off the fence is what I'm hearing. The time has come to tackle this issue. You are the creator for all that is, and all that is or is not in your life. It lies in your own hands. Anyway, that was just crazy pants. So I'm going to leave it there, my friends, after 2 hours. I'm sending you lots of love and light. It's a really long one, so thank you for watching it if you did, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!